Reflo is a golf brand that seems to be everywhere at the moment, whether that's golf YouTubers becoming brand ambassadors, or England's all-time top goal scorer, Harry Kane, not only being a brand ambassador, but also a key investor as well. So I decided to place an order for myself, and I bought several items so I could test them out and let you know about sizing and how they fit and feel. Some of the stuff I'm actually a really big fan of, but some of the other stuff, well, not so much. I bought all of the items during their big annual sale, so I got a pretty significant discount. However, if it's your first time buying them, then I do believe they offer a 20% discount as well. So I'll include an affiliate link down in the description below. If you wasn't aware, Reflo have got a big focus on sustainability. The vast majority of their clothes, in fact, maybe even all of their clothing items, are made from recycled materials, and some of the materials are actually recyclable afterwards due to the manufacturing process. They also plant a tree for every item purchased. In terms of how they arrived, I got them in this nice big cardboard box, and all of the items come in these bags, which are compostable as well. Now, it's all very well and good being sustainable, but that's not really going to count for much if the clothes don't fit that great or they don't look that great. So let's take a deeper dive into all of the pieces that I've got. So starting off, this is the Bohai Polo in I think a forest green colourway. It retails for £60, although I managed to pick it up in the sale for half price. You've got a little bit of detail in here on the shoulder, and we'll come on to that in a second. And this is 100% recycled polyester. I'm 6 foot, I weigh about 12 stone, and a pretty kind of skinny build, I'd say. I'm a 32-inch waist as well. And I've got to say, this is quite a nice relaxed fit on this one. The collar is maybe a little bit large for me, but overall, I'm actually really happy with the fit and feel. It's not too tight on the arms or anything like that. Not that I've really got the guns to show it off, but they don't come down too low for me. And again, you've got a nice amount of room at the bottom as well. Just overall, this is a really nice, lightweight, pretty plain staple polo, but it feels good, and out on the course it felt really nice and good to wear as well. I'm actually quite a fan of this one. At half the price, I think that's a cracking price. At £60, it's a little on the expensive side, but I'm not that mad at it when you think of the sustainability features of this top as well that a lot of other apparel just doesn't have. My only slight concern with this one is the fact that you've got the detailing on the shoulder right here. It means that when you wear your bag, I do wonder whether that's going to rub off over time. I've put all my clothes through the washing machine on the recommended settings, so this is all post one wash, and they all held up absolutely fine after that. So this one is the Tobol Polo. It's this two-tone block colorway. I've got it here in the black and the forest green again. Now this is a different design, as you can see, because now we've got the zip collar here, but this is certainly a different look, a little bit more sporty, I'd say. The logo on the front is now a raised logo, and I think it's a slightly smaller fit. It does feel a little bit smaller across the shoulders. I think it fits me well. Definitely feels a little bit maybe tighter in the arms. And one thing that I have noticed is that you can feel that joining of the material across your back. It's not a problem. You can just feel it. It's a little bit different. And again, because of this collar and the way that it sits there, you can kind of feel that sitting tighter on your neck as well. Out on the course, didn't have any problems. Again, this is really, really nice to wear. It's got a little bit of stretch to it, but it's not a hugely stretchy material. Again, it's nice and lightweight, nice and breathable. This too is made from 100% recycled polyester material, and I managed to get this in the sale. This one, more than happy to get this for £35. Would probably be okay paying £70 for it, just about. I'm just editing this video right now, and I realised that I forgot to say that if you are finding this video helpful, then make sure you tap the like and subscribe button. Really appreciate the support, and it will help grow the channel. Thanks a lot. Now, this is their Purus mid-layer. It retails again for £69. Picked it up in the sale for half price, so I spent about £35 on it. And this is a very, very lightweight mid-layer. So I could probably easily put another mid-layer over the top of this if I wanted to. I've got a few thoughts on this one. First of all, the material feels really nice. Feels really nice and soft. And this has now got a lot more stretch in it compared to the polos. If you see here, it's got loads of stretch in this material. But with that stretchiness comes a little bit of a downside for me. So the fit is quite a lot more baggy. Again, this is a medium. I should have said at the beginning, there were medium polos as well. And you can see here, it's got quite a bit of kind of looseness on the bottom, and the arms have got quite a lot of looseness to them as well. I would have liked them to be a little bit more tapered. When tops are like this, I end up pulling up my sleeves. And again, at the top here, there's quite a lot of looseness around the zip. It's not a problem, it's just a styling choice, I suppose. Generally, it looks nice on. It feels really nice out on the course. You've got plenty of stretch and movement in there. You're not going to be restricted whatsoever. And in terms of branding, this one is pretty plain. You've just got a little Reflo logo there on the shoulder again, but you can barely see it given that it's green on green. Overall for this one, I'm not sure I'd feel comfortable paying £70 for this one. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the real kind of loosey-goosey fit at the bottom and on the arms. More than happy paying 35. I'd probably be happy paying 50, but 70 for me personally, yeah, I'm not entirely convinced on this one. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think? Something else that I picked up was this cap as well. Now, I picked this up for £12, normally retails for 30, I believe, off the top of my head. Now, caps are a funny one for me because I've got a really small pea head. If I pull this right the way down, you can see it probably doesn't fit me too amazing, but it doesn't fit terrible. It's got a bog standard plastic fastening on the back, and you've got the rubber circular Reflo logo on the front, which I think is a pretty good looking logo. And then you've got Reflo, 2 logos on the back of the cap, and you've got a perforated material on the rear half of this. You have got some water repellent finishing to this material as well. Again, this is a recycled polyester. If you're like me and have got a little tiny pea head, then I think I can just about get away with this cap. There's a little bit of looseness around the sides, but I don't think it looks silly, and actually overall quite like the design. Just one other point to make on this cap. I actually wore it on a pretty hot day, which meant that I got pretty sweaty, and I noticed that when I got back from the course a few days later, it still had that rather nasty stain sweat mark on the underside of this cap. You can slightly see it on the front as well, but mainly it's on the underneath. So I haven't put it through the wash. I probably need to give it a bit of a scrub, but it's just interesting that this colour material, at least on this cap, stained a little bit. I don't know what that says about my sweaty forehead, but yeah, do with that information as you please. Right, so these are the Sidra Chino trousers. They retail for £100, and I managed to pick them up half price in the sale for £49. Now, they have got a really nice amount of stretch in them. They are an 88% recycled polyester. I'm amazed that I didn't manage to pull a hamstring doing those squats out of nowhere. And yeah, they feel really nice and comfortable. Out on the course, feel really comfortable too. These are a 32-inch waist. They fit me absolutely perfectly in terms of sizing. And again, I'm 6 foot, and these fit, I think, just about where I want them to fit for a pair of trousers. These aren't necessarily a tapered fit or anything like that. They're just a pretty bog standard pair of trousers. What I would say is that because of the material being used, you can first of all hear it's quite a rustly sounding material. It is very, very lightweight. You've got the rubberized waistband on the inside, which is really nice. The pockets feel plenty deep enough to keep your scorecard in or whatever else you want to keep in there. To be honest, £100 feels a little bit high for me. I don't think I'd be entirely comfortable. £50 is absolutely fine. I was maybe expecting something that feels perhaps a little bit softer. Hi, me again. One other thing that I did forget to mention when I was recording the video originally is that the belt loops on the trousers and the shorts seem to be pretty wide apart, especially at the front, which means that my belt just kind of didn't tuck in around itself. It would just kind of flop in front, which isn't really a look that I like too much, but you might be different. You might have a longer belt that can reach all the way around, or you might have a shorter belt which isn't as long and needs to reach all the way around. Anyway, back to the video. Right, so lastly we have got the Icarian shorts. I think that's how you pronounce that. And unfortunately, yes, you are now going to be subject to my skinny spaghetti legs. do apologise for that. I'll make sure I'll do some more calf raises down the gym. But in terms of the shorts, it's the same material, I believe, as the trousers. So again, there is a really good amount of stretch in these. They are nice and lightweight. It's an 88% recycled polyester material, and there's some elastine in there, I believe. So these retail for £79, and again, I picked them up for half price, there or thereabouts. So the fit isn't anything special in my eyes. It's quite a loose, baggy fit, although you've got plenty of stretch in them. It's quite a long fit as well, so I know you youngsters like wearing shorts more like up here. For me, that's not really my preference. So for me, I quite like the lengths of these shorts. I think they suit my age and my body type. So they certainly are a nice, comfortable fit. There is plenty of room in these pockets, both at the front and the back. You've got the belt loops too, so of course I normally wear a belt with these, but I just didn't grab one for this video. For £80, I think I'd probably be comfortable paying that, just about. If I can get a discount, I'll be a lot happier. When I paid £39 for these, yeah, that feels like a pretty good price. One last thing that I wanted to show you was this Zeya T-shirt. Now, this was, I think, £20 I paid for it. Retails for £39, and it's just a very lightweight, incredibly stretchy gym T-shirt. Now, as I said, I'm 6 foot, I'm a 38-inch chest, and I weigh 12 stone. And for me, I think maybe this comes up just a little bit small. I think perhaps I would have rather go for a large instead of the medium that I'm wearing now. Definitely the arms are very, very tight, very, very small, as are my biceps. You've got the Reflo branding on the front, and you've got sustainable apparel written underneath. It's a really nice feeling material, really soft, incredibly stretchy, very breathable as well. Great for the gym. I think I probably just would have liked to maybe go up a size in this one. It feels a little bit tight across the shoulders. My takeaway is that I liked a fair amount of the pieces, and I really like the sustainability aspects. I wasn't so keen on the trousers and the shorts, especially if I had to pay retail price for them, but I am a fan especially of the polos. I like their fit, I like the look. Let me know down in the comments what you think of their range and whether sustainability is a key thing to you when it comes to your purchases, especially in the world of golf apparel. Hit the like button and subscribe if you found this video helpful. And if some of these prices made you wince just a little bit, then maybe check out this video right here, where I purchased a bunch of different items from the more budget conscious brand Druids.